Welcome to the home of British motorsport here at Silverstone for the final round of the Lotus on Track Elise Trophy 2010. As we all know in motorsport, racing drivers are full of excuses, and in fact many of the Formula 1 drivers have written books full of excuses. Dave Carr joins me now. Dave, what's your excuse for your poor qualifying?
Well, one of many I suppose, but my car expired yesterday in testing, so I had a reserve car we brought along with us, which was a little bit quickly thrown together this week, and that's the one I qualified with and entered the race and finished. That's pretty good. Finished.
But it certainly wasn't your fault.
Well, possibly. Who knows? You know, I've got to say no because it's an excuse, isn't it?
I love it. Thank you. So Nigel, which excuse are you using today?
Oh, it's the wet. I'm just terrible in the wet. I know it was a dry race, but it was wet qualifying, so that's why I was at the back. And then you get stuck in groups of people, and you just can't keep going.
Well, which number is that in the book?
About 23, I think. There's plenty more to come, though.
Fabulous. Thank you. So Stu, we're finding out the book of excuses this weekend. Tell us, what's your excuse for your poor qualifying?
Well, I came up with a unique excuse, which is it was wet and I've got a baby due in 2 weeks and another little baby, and my wife told me to be careful and I thought I couldn't risk it. So I sort of pootled around at the back and got myself third from last, which is probably my worst ever. So.
Well, I think that's the best excuse we've had all weekend.
Yeah, well, I've got more.
We'll wait and find out next year.
Yeah.
Conditions were difficult in qualifying with somewhat slippery surface out on track. Eugene O'Brien, who's new to the series this weekend, has stolen pole from Marcus Jewell, who's a regular visitor to the podium. Let's join race one now to find out what happens.
left angle behind. Steve Williams still 7-5 and Deacon is now 8.39.9. Down to 10 to Jerry. 13 and 1. Going to be able to hang on ahead of Andy Dillon and take from there last time. We'll back up with you for the final time then, Ben. Indeed, both of them taking exactly the same line to the corner and the same sort of braking points as well. So Marcus Gill learning from Eugene O'Brien, braking a little bit earlier. Remember, at the start of the race, braking later. Deceptive gap at the flag, 1.4 seconds caused by that little over he had. It's only a small one, but it cost 10th of a second. He takes second place. In third place, Luigi Matz. A good drive by Luigi Valentino Matz to take third place in car 21. James Dyke does hang on for fourth place ahead of Andy Dolan, but nevertheless a very
Luigi, it's the first time you've raced here on the national circuit and you finished there. You must be really pleased with that.
Yeah, really pleased. I wanted to get involved. The race didn't turn out to be very exciting, but held third place quite comfortably. Had one challenge from, I think it was Greg Noble, but apart from that it was a bit boring for me. I think everyone else in that position.
Do you think perhaps in a longer race or something you would have done more about it and crept up to second?
Well, the start wasn't brilliant, and I think had the start been better, we the top three, myself, Marcus, me, and O'Brien, could have had a bit more of a dice and made that a bit more entertaining at the beginning. But I just dropped off, and in fact, all three of us fluffed to start. We nearly full started, so that kind of ruined the entertainment at the beginning.
Oh well, better luck for next season.
Yeah, hopefully yes. Thank you.
Marcus, another fantastic finish for you in second place.
Yeah, another second place. Getting a bit disappointed with those, but Eugene drove really well. I kept the gap constant, but just had a couple of lunges which is going to get past him, and quite a lonely race, but it's still good to get a podium, so I really enjoyed it.
Well, one more race left this season. Do you think you can win that?
I hope so. Reverse grid, so we'll see. You know, it's a bit of a lottery when they reverse the top 10, but we're looking forward to it. See if we can make way through and finish on a bang, hopefully.
Best of luck. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Eugene, fantastic result from pole through to finish.
It sounds easy. It wasn't. I thought I'd get a much better start than Marcos because I was on the dry part of the track. He was on the damper area, but actually he got off the line really well. He must have just controlled the wheel spin perfectly, and we went into copse side by side. Thankfully, we both gave each other a bit of space. So thanks to Marcus for that, because we could easily take each other off. Anyway, I came out ahead of that little tussle and managed to pull a bit of a gap. But then Marcus kept me under pressure the whole race, so I couldn't really relax at all.
They're a tough bunch in this here.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, I mean it's some really good drivers up at the front and quite good strength in depth as well. So yeah, I'm really happy, and thanks to Martin who loaned me his car for the weekend. It's Martin's spare car, Martin Roberts. So thanks to Martin, and it's been a great race. Looking forward to the second one.
Excellent stuff. Thank you, and good luck in the next race.
Cheers. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm joined now by official series sponsor Evo of EliseShop.com. Evo, tell us about Elise Shop.
Elise Shop is a parts supplier for the Elise community. We're basically supplying parts for the Elise Exige 211, every car on the Elise platform basically.
So I guess in terms of sponsoring this series, it would be an obvious step for you.
Absolutely. We've been here from the beginning. In the very beginning when Paul started, he approached us and asked us if it was possible to get in as a series sponsor, and we really enjoyed to be there.
And do you find it helps you with the business?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, it helps us getting our name out, and certainly this year we've started in the UK, and a lot of people have known us from the series already, so it really helps.
And whereabouts are you based?
We're in Maidenhead near Heathrow Airport, and we also have an office in Holland, so we're running from 2 different locations now.
And your support will continue into 2011, I take it?
Absolutely. We're now talking about increasing our support, so we will definitely be here in 2011.
Excellent stuff. Thanks, Evo.
Thanks very much.
Well, there was certainly no need to use the safety car in the penultimate race of the season, but with one more race to go, we can't go putting it in the garage just yet. Join us in the next show for the last race of the season with the Lotus on Track Elise Trophy.